So we'll discuss again a question of fx equals to minus of x plus 1 plus 3. We'll find its maximum and minimum value. So for the look at here, the simplest way you can make it, you can observe here. So this is x, this is fx. First you make it 0. How to make 0? Put minus 1. When I put x is minus 1, this becomes 0. The value is 3. Say 0 you put karo. If you put 0, then it will be minus 1. Minus 1 plus 3 is 2. If I put 2, suppose 2 plus 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is 3. So minus 3 plus 3 is 0. So observe it what we are doing here. Suppose I can put 4. 4 plus 1, 5. Minus 5 plus 3, minus 2. Or you can take some negative values. Suppose minus 4. Minus 4 plus 3. Minus 4 plus 3 is plus 1 is minus 3 modulus. So 3, so minus 3 plus 3 is 0. So if you take one more point, suppose minus 6. Just have an observation, what are you getting here? Minus 6 plus 1. Minus 6 plus 1 is minus 5. Modulus is 5. So minus 5 plus 3 is 2. So what I am getting here is, you get 3, then you are getting 0, then you are getting 2, then you are getting minus 2. See the direction. So you are getting this way. Means this is the maximum value we have got here. Maximum value is 3 and it has no minimum value. So you can say fx is maximum value which is equal to 3 at which point the minus 1 it has no minimum value. Okay, but now let's consider a different graph that will be discussing about local maxima and local minima. Local maxima consider a graph here. If I come up to this, suppose I am given one interval here. This is x equals to a. X equals to b. You can see there is a point, turning point here. Turning point, you can see this changes here. So at this point, if I draw a tangent, so the tangent is parallel to your x-axis. If this is the point, suppose x equals to c. C, where the tangent is parallel to x-axis. You observe the graph here. That is, it decreases, then increases. So decreases means it changes from, this is your f dash c equals to 0. So at this point where f dash c equals to 0, the graph changes from negative to positive. Means it decreases. When this is decreasing, you can say your f dash x is less than 0. When it is increasing, your f dash x is greater than 0. Similarly, you can have one more minima here. This is local minima. Means that could be more minimum values and could be more maximum values. Look at again here. Suppose this is a point. Suppose x equals to d. This is a point here. You can say f dash d equals to 0. You can observe the graph. It changes, increases, then decreases. So increases means you can say f dash x is greater than 0 and f dash x is less than 0. So what is your conclusion? That the point where f dash is 0, f dash x changes the sign from negative to positive. That is your local minimum. Then where f dash d or any point where this graph at this point tangent is parallel to x-axis, the graph, this is your f dash c, f dash x greater than 0. This is your f dash x smaller than 0. So f dash x changes the sign from positive to negative. So that is the conclusion you got from here. So I can write local maxima fx is said to have maximum value at x equals to c, where f dash x maxima, f dash x changes the sign from positive to negative. F dash x changes the sign from positive to negative, where your f dash c equals to 0. You need to have a turning point, then only you can decide whether it is a minimum or maximum value. Okay, what about local minimum? Fx is said to have local minimum value at x equals to c if f dash x changes the sign from negative to positive. F dash x is less than 0 means negative. Changes the sign from negative to positive, where f dash c equals to 0. Okay. Then what about if the graph doesn't change the sign? Suppose if you find a portion of the graph like this, so if you say this is maximum, local maximum, this is local minimum. Local maximum changes the sign from positive to negative, changes the sign from negative to positive. But here if I take a point x is equal to c, this doesn't change the sign. The graph is a flat curve, means straight curve here. It doesn't change the sign from in the neighborhood from left to right. The graph doesn't change the sign. So this is called point of inflection. This is where the tangent itself is the tangent to the curve itself is the curve here. So we can decide here point of inflection. Inflection means neither it is a maximum value nor it is a minimum value. So we can write down that point of inflection. Okay, if the graph doesn't have maximum or minimum value at x equals to c, then the point is called point of inflection. Okay, let's discuss about your first derivative. What are the methods you find? Suppose I have got a question, find the local maximum, local minimum of the curve find all points of local maxima and local minima of the function What is the function given to us? X cube minus 3x plus 3. Fx equals to x cube minus 3x plus 3. Okay. So what are the steps? If I tell you a graph, you need a turning point where your f dash c equals to 0. That means I need to find the derivative and put it equal to 0, because the slope of the tangent is parallel to x-axis. Means dy by dx should be equal to 0. Then only you can find this point. So if this is the situation for us, this is x equals to c, your f dash c equals to 0. That means you need to find f dash x. That will be 3x square minus 3. Then f dash x equals to 0. 3x square minus 3 equals to 0. 3x square equals to 3. X square equals to 1. X equals to plus minus root over of 1. That means x equals to minus 1, x equals to plus 1. Means there are 2 points. There are 2 points on the curve. There are 2 points. One is minus 1, other one is plus 1 on the curve, where you will be determining the local maximum or local minimum. So what is the rule? Now changes the sign from positive to negative where? In the neighborhood. Means take a point left to this, take a point right to this, and observe the sign, how it is changing. So at x equals to minus 1, left of x means left side of x, minus 1 का, this is minus 1, this is 1, minus 1 का left side, you can see minus 1.1. Okay, this side you can say if this is 0, then this will be minus 0.9. minus 1 का लेफ्ट साइड इज minus 1 का लेफ्ट साइड इज minus 1.1. minus 1 का राइट साइड, you are taking a point on the left side, you are taking a point on the right side of this. Left side, right side. If I say x equals to minus 1, then I have to consider minus 1.1, then I have to consider minus 0.9. That is the situation here. So let me write down. You have to see this. Actually I could have done it in a different way. That will be much easier to understand. To find this point, I can write x square minus 1 means x square minus 1 is 0, x minus 1, x plus 1 is 0. Always try to find in this form, factor form. So factor will help us to find the values. This is not required for us. This is easy method to find, so that we can observe the sign here. Okay. Now left of x, what did I take? Left of x is minus 1.1. So I have put in f dash x. What is that? The 3 into x minus 1, x plus 1. I have to put this value, observe the sign. If I put here minus 1.1, the minus 1, that will be negative. Minus 1.1 plus 1, that is again negative. So that became positive. So left of the value I have taken here, the graph is showing you positive. Then you take a point, right side of minus 1, minus 0.9. Right of x, right of x equals to minus 1. Right of x is how much? Minus 0.9. So minus 0.9 you have to put here. Actually this is your c. C का left, c का right. So c का left, c का right. So 3 times, if I put here minus 0.9 minus 1 will be negative. 3 so no need to write. Then minus 0.9 plus 1 is positive. That means it is negative. What is your observation? F dash x changes the sign from positive to negative. So when it changes the sign from positive to negative, then it has a maximum value. I can say f dash x changes the sign from positive to negative, then fx is local maxima at which point? Local maxima at x equals to minus 1. This is the point. This is the point where you have a local maxima. But what is your maximum value? This is your maximum value. That means this I have to put in the function. Now fx equals to x cube minus 3x plus 3. So I have to find out f of minus 1. Let me put minus 1 cube minus 3 into minus 1 plus 3. Minus 1 plus 3 plus 3. It is 5. So maximum value, local maximum value is 5. If this value is 5, when the point is minus 1. Okay, let's take one more question. Sorry, one more part of this question is at x equals to 1. Look at this number line, this is 1. That means here is 0, here is 2. Its left value will be 0.9, its right value will be 1.1. This is what you have to put. So left of x, that is plus 0.9, you have to put in f dash x, that is 3, x minus 1, x plus 1. 3 to no need take, this is already positive. These two will determine the sign positive or negative. If I put 0.9 minus 1, that becomes negative. 0.9 plus 1, that becomes positive. So it is negative. So when I take left of this value, I get negative. Now I will go to right of this value. Right of means right of x, that is 1.1. Put it your f dash x. This is 1.1 minus 1 positive. 1.1 plus 1 is positive. That means positive. Your f dash x changes the sign from negative to positive. Negative to positive, so it will give you minimum value. So implies f dash x changes the sign from negative to positive. Implies fx is local minimum at which point? Local minimum at x equals to 1. So what is the minimum value? So minimum value will be, you have to put in fx, x cube minus 3x plus 3. Remember, you have to put in the function, not in the derivative. You are putting the function to find maximum or minimum value. So f of 1, that is 1 cube minus 3 into 1 plus 3, which is 1. So minimum value is 1. So if you like, I can take one more question. Fx equals to find the points of local maximum, local minimum of the function. Find the points of local minimum and local maximum of the function fx equals to 2x cube minus 6x square, then 6 plus 6x plus 5. So that gives you, this is the function. Okay, what I have to do? Step by step. First step is your f dash x, 3x square, so 6x square minus 12x plus 6. Then your f dash x equals to 0. So 6x square minus 12x plus 6 equals to 0. So this implies 6 common, x square minus 2x plus 1 equals to 0. So this implies 6 into, this is actually x minus 1 whole square. This implies x minus 1 whole square is 0, x equals to 1. Achha. The point where f dash x equals to 0, remember this is your critical point. Where f dash c equals to 0 is called your critical point. Now at x equals to 1, so I have to take a left value, say 0.9. This is suppose 1.1. Now at x equals to left value is 0.9. Our f dash x equals to 6 into x minus 1 whole square. So this is negative square is positive, because 0.9 minus 1 is negative square, so positive. Now take right value. Right value means right of x, that is 1.1. So our f dash x equals to 6 into x minus 1 whole square. So this is already positive. If I put here 1.1, 1.1 minus 1 square is positive, cos square is positive. What is your observation? It doesn't change the sign. It was in the left, it is positive, the right is also positive. So here f dash x doesn't change the sign, change the sign, in the neighborhood of 1. So what is that called? I had told you, this is called the point of inflection here, at which the graph doesn't change the sign. So implies x is equal to 1 is the point of inflection. Okay. If you like, let me check any trivial function on this. You can take one question on this. Yeah, there is a question. Suppose find the local maxima and local minima of the function. Find the local maxima local minima of the function f(x) equals to sin x plus cos x, sin x plus cos x, where x lies between 0 and pi by 2. Within this, you have to find out your critical point where f dash x equals to 0. Okay. What steps will be same? What are the steps we will have here? What is your f dash x? The derivative of sin x plus cos x. That is cos x minus sin x. Okay. Implies Now your f dash x equals to 0 implies cos x minus sin x equals to 0 implies cos x equals to sin x. So how to solve it? What is the method? Implies sin x by cos x equals to 1. Tan x equals to 1. Tan x equals to tan pi by 4. But I have to tell you one thing. This rule always you follow. Don't directly write x is equal to pi by 4. You have to follow its general solution. What is the formula? Studied in class 11. Tan x equals to tan alpha implies x is equal to n pi plus alpha, where alpha, so n equals to 0, 1, 2 like this. Okay, then your x will be, if I put 0 pi plus alpha. What is alpha here? Pi by 4. First value 1 pi plus pi by 4 and so on. That is pi by 4, 5 pi by 4, etc. But your x has to remain between 0 and pi by 2. This is the condition given to us. So condition given to us means pi by 4 is the only answer for this. But this is beyond pi by 2. So therefore your critical point means the value of x where your f dash x is 0. So I got here x equals to pi by 4. If you see a number like pi by 4, left value is suppose pi by 6, right value is pi by 3. You can see left value is this, right value is this. Okay. Now at left of x equal right, that is pi by 6, 30 degree. What is your f dash x? That is, I think, cos x minus sin x. Cos x minus sin x. So that is cos pi by 6 sin pi by 6. Cos pi by 6 cos 30 degree. Root 3 by 2 minus 1 by 2. Root 3 minus 1 by 2. Look at root 3 is a value 1.732. That means this subtraction is positive. No need to calculate. Only we need a sign, positive or negative. Now, right of x. So right of x. So that is pi by 3. Where are we going to put? 9 f dash x. So f dash x means it is cos x minus sin x. Cos x is cos pi by 3 minus sin pi by 3. What is cos pi by 3? 1 upon 2 minus root 3 by 2. 1 minus root 3 by 2. 1 minus 1.73. Negative value. Negative. So f dash x changes the sign from positive to negative. Observe here. F dash x changes the sign from positive to negative. Changes the sign from positive to negative. Means fx has local maximum value at which point na x equals to pi by 4. This is the point where you will have maximum. But what is your maximum value? So you can write local maximum value where you find in fx, that is sin x plus cos x. In this you are going to put pi by 4, sin pi by 4 plus cos pi by 4. Sin pi by 4 is 1 upon root 2 plus 1 upon root 2, denominator same, add the numerator 2 by root 2, which is equal to root 2. Okay, these are the questions about local maxima and minima. Try to solve some questions given your exercise, I think 5.6.5. So tomorrow we will study about second derivative test and absolute maximum and minimum value.